Handling objections well and actually getting someone over the line when they say no comes down to how you frame the conversation way more than what you say. And I'm going to break it down for you in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen O'Sullivan and I help business owners grow businesses that give them the money they want and the time freedom they want. So if you are selling anything in a conversation, whether face-to-face, on the phone, or on Zoom, you are going to encounter objections, and they are not necessarily a bad thing. Oftentimes, objections when we're selling can actually mean someone's really interested. They just haven't got the belief that this is going to work for them yet. And often it can be their own doubt, not necessarily doubt in you or their product or service. And the thing that makes the difference when we encounter an objection, when we're selling, is how we relate to that person conversationally, not the exact words that we say. There are specific words and I'm going to give them to you. You can use them, scripts if you like. But it's how we frame ourselves, how we position ourselves in relation to the person, the prospect, the person we're selling to. When I see people sell, or I'm training people to sell, helping business owners with their scripts and their sales process, one of those things that I see often is the need to argue. Someone says, oh, it's a bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be. And then the salesperson there, or you're there saying, yeah, but our service is better than the others. It's this, it's that. You're going to get all of this great value. We're going to go the extra mile. That all might be true. But the fact that you said, yeah, but you have made your prospect wrong. And that's the thing we want to avoid. We want to avoid making our prospect wrong. So what do? Our job is to sit on the same side of the table as our prospects. We need to agree with them. There's a little formula I'm going to give you for this. Okay, the first step is to agree. Then we reframe, then we isolate, then we deal with the objection. So what does agree look like? It's not saying you're right. It's not actually saying I agree with you. If the words I agree come out of your mouth, perfect. Don't say I agree with you. Say I agree, and then we're going to reframe. The phrase I like to use is that's right. Some of my clients like to use, yeah, I get it. It's a phrase of agreement. That's all we need to do. That's the first step. What does it do? It puts the amygdala, that flight or fight part of the brain in our prospect's mind, it calms it down. This person's not trying to argue against me or make me wrong. We like being told that we're right. It's awesome. I like to say, yeah, that's right. Then we move to the reframe. And for this example, let's stay with that you're way too expensive, or you're more expensive than I thought you were going to be. Objection. So someone might say, hey, that's a little bit more expensive than, it's a bit much. It's a bit more I thought I was going to have to pay. And you go, that's right. There are cheaper operators out there. That's right. There are low-cost alternatives to this. Or, that's right. To get the thing you're after is going to take an investment of time and money. So see the agree and the reframe. I've agreed, I've made it safe for them to be in this conversation and continue it, but I've put a seed of doubt that what they're thinking might not be right. And that's where the reframe comes in. Let's stay with this price objection. We can use this for any type of objection. So we said, that's right, there are cheaper operators out there. Agree, reframe. I now want to isolate. What does that look like? I might say something like, hey, look, if it wasn't for the price that you've told me about, would you be going ahead? Is the level of investment the only thing stopping you here? And what I'm trying to get from them is, yeah, it's just that. Now, most of the time, that is the answer we will get. Yep, it's just that. Maybe, and often, sometimes you might get someone go, oh, it's also this and this. It's the starting time. It's the fact that I've got to do the work. It's the fact that you can't come to me, whatever the other ones might be, okay? So, if we isolate it, then we've only got one thing to deal with. We've also listened to the language. Is it just the price that's stopping you going ahead? If they say yes, they're actually agreeing to everything else. The whole thing's good. It's now we just got to deal with it. It's now we've done 1, 2, 3, agree, reframe and isolate. Now we can deal with the objection. And we just go back to our sales technique, which is questioning to get them to sell themselves. And so in this, you go, look, I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to convince you of the value. Let me just get this straight again. You wanted to achieve this in this time frame, and you wanted to do it without this bad thing. And they go, yeah, that's right. I might say here, so what's it missing? Or what would you like to see in it to make it value for money at that price? What would you like me to remove? Is there too much in there? What would make it value for money for you? See how I'm using questions to deal with it? Now, the one thing I want to talk to you about lastly, before we wrap this up, and I want you to go and try it on your next sales call, is objection handling doesn't work every time. It never will. But what we're trying to do is take those initial no's and just get 10%, 20% more of them to say yes. And that is going to make a huge difference to your business. So an objection isn't the end. We do not want to make them wrong, and we want to follow a simple flow. Agree, reframe, isolate, then question to deal with the objection. Give it a go. Let me know how you go with this scripting and with this idea. Thank you.